We now welcome on our special guest, product of Watts, LA Jordan baby, Drew League legend, Frank Sessions. Frank, thanks for coming on the show, bro.
Yo, I appreciate that a lot. Appreciate y'all having me, man. Glad we can do it. Much love.
Yo, appreciate you hopping on with us, man. So what's been going on with you, Frank Nitty? I mean, I know you got the big three popping off right now.
I've just been working on getting better, man. I got back from overseas probably like a month and a half ago. And
Who you playing with for overseas?
I played in the Middle East in the Qatar league. So we won 3 championships out there. A championship and 2 cups. So we had a great year out there. So I'm just coming back trying to, win some more shit in the big three, man.
I knew you grew up skating. What got you in the hoops, G?
To be honest, man, I was doing flip tricks off the back stairs at the gym of LA Jordan, and my high school coach came out and saw that I was like athletic, bro. He was like, "Man, come try it." I was like, "Man, all right, whatever." And like, I don't know, I just started like hooping. I was terrible, bro. Like when I said I was terrible, I was like, I had bad hands. I missed wide open layups, and I'm talking like 10th grade, 11th grade, like I was missing all that. Like when people typically like phenoms in 9th, 10th, 11th grade and all that, man, I was terrible. I was subbed in and out for defense. So it was whatever. I just like to compete, man. Like I wasn't good, but you couldn't tell me nothing. I would go out there and play as hard as I could.
So we're going to talk to you some more about, we definitely want to talk about Drew League. I want to talk to you more about skate and everything else, but let's talk about big three. What's that opportunity like for you? I mean, I cover Long Beach and Compton kids, and there's the tiers, right? You get out of high school, you're going to a JUCO, you're going to a D2, D3, NAIA, or you're going D1, and then you're going. Everyone thinks, and then you go to the NBA. But you go to the NBA, you go overseas and play. There's all these different places you can go and hoop, and the big three I feel like is cool because it's something local for people that isn't going to the Qatar league, going to Australia. I know dudes playing in Mexico. What does it mean to have an extra place like that to go and showcase yourself, stateside?
Man, I love it, man. Just because like I give people hope. I get DM'd all the time that like I'm an inspiration for some people because I didn't take the conventional route, man. I took 5 years off of basketball. I went and got a normal job to provide for the family. And then like I picked basketball back up at 28. So like that's a lot of time that a kid can stay locked in the whole time and make more out of it than I made out of it. So I think it's amazing, man. I think it's a blessed opportunity. And I think I talk to kids all the time. I'm in gyms all the time hooping. I was actually chopping it up with some kids yesterday at the J Law runs. They would just talk to me about, like basketball and everything. And I was just like, because they see the big three. They see it. They know it's like, glorified. It's a stage you want to be on. And it's on a weekend. You go hoop on a weekend, be a superstar, and then you come back, and live a normal life Monday through Friday. So they see all that and they curious. But I was just kind of telling them the same thing, man. I always kept my head down. I always found a way to stay on the court. Like a lot of people get mixed up that, I got to cook. I got to score every time and all. Nah, just be a coach's favorite, man. If you do that, you're going to stay on the court and you're going to get better while doing that. So I try to teach them the things when you're not a high school phenom, when you're not the most scouted person on your team and all that. Like even if you're not somebody watching, somebody could be there for the main guy. But if you're on that back burner or if you're just doing your job correctly, so they might watch or somebody else that's with them might be like, oh, we like him too. So I just try to put that in the kids' head.
So to backtrack a bit, you said you took a hiatus there. So I'm curious as to why that came about, man. Did you fall out of love with the game a bit? Did you feel like wasn't shit shaking or?
I just understand how realistic basketball is, man. I understand at the time I was doing it. So I made a G League team in 2011, 2012, and I broke my hand. And when I came back from like my injury, when I tell you it was damn near impossible to get back on, man, damn near impossible, bro. So that kind of kicked it mentally in for me. Like this shit, it ain't forever, man. It ain't forever. And at any point it could be taken from you. And I didn't want to be one of those athletes that like, I got a lot of homies, like no disrespect, but they go overseas for basically they whole life, or they go hoop their whole life. And then if something happened, you come back, you don't got no resume. Like, what you gonna do? Like, you can't sell that to no company. You got to start from the bottom, man. I started out working at McDonald's just to get a resume. So, like, what you gonna do? Come back at 35 plus and work at McDonald's, bro? Like, no disrespect to them either, but like, that ain't gonna pay no bills, especially not if you getting money overseas and you got like, we bought a nice house in Orange County, 4-bedroom house. We got 2 nice cars. Like, that ain't gonna pay for none of that. So, like, I just wanted to like set some roots, bro. Set some roots. And I think I got begged 3 years to go play basketball. So at 25, everybody was saying, go play, go play, go play. And I was just like, nah, bro, like, I'm comfortable, bro. Like, I have stability. We bought a crib. Like, I don't need to go play. And I feel like the glorification that people get for making it somewhere, it isn't worth like my peace of mind. It isn't worth my family's stability. And I feel like that's what people think now with basketball. Like, you do this. Oh, we going to the NBA. Like, I have a great life working a 9 to 5. Amazing life, man. My family love me. My kids don't want for nothing. My wife don't want for nothing. And we own property, bro. At the end of the day, like, we do this for the fam. We don't do this for our self-glorification.
That is.
Frank, you're fucking different, bro.
Right, bro. That I've never heard. Yeah.
Bro, like, how? I mean, does it come from how you were raised? I mean, I've known a lot of hoopers in my life, bro. I've never heard someone with that perspective so dialed in. Like, that's incredible.
I was humbled, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I was humbled, tough, nigga. So, got another story, real quick. I went to Division I school with Damian Lillard, and when I tell you, I watched this nigga lock in from being on nobody's draft list to being a top 5 NBA player in the league right now, bro. It's probably the most amazing thing I can watch. I watched this man when everybody went home for the summer. In college, you ain't staying you out. You get back
later
out in Provo,
you hanging out. Right? This nigga stayed the whole summer. Nigga went home for I think like 2 weeks. He stayed three months, bro. You excited? He in Utah. What's in Utah? Come on, man. So he went home, bro. And got better, man. Like when he went home, he got his family, but he stayed the whole time and got better. And when I saw that, I was kind of like, bro, that's amazing. Like, and he had Phil Beckner with him. Phil Beckner was a mental assassin, man. He would keep you dialed in, and I loved him too for that. Their relationship they built. But I got humbled by the coach of that school, man. I was a hothead. I was young, and I thought, I ain't have to listen to nobody. And I was newcomer of the year. I had a great year, man. I had a great year with Dame, and I could have had a successful senior year, but they was like, nah, we ain't bringing you back. And when I tell you, man, that shit hit home, I was like, yeah, I'm going to change my attitude for the rest of my life, man. I got to look at life differently. But coming from Watts, bro, we don't know no better. We ain't never had somebody look out for us, bro. And we don't know what that means. We think when you just yelling at us and you telling us to do stuff, you don't like us. But it's not that. People expect more from us when they see the potential in us. And I didn't understand that at that time.
What happened at 28? What made you change and get back into hooping?
Man, I had every NBA dude that I know telling me go play basketball, man.
Right.
And it wasn't until I had a conversation with my wife, because I didn't entertain it. I'm like, yeah, I'm cooking NBA dudes. It was like, I go to work Monday through Friday, and then Drew, I go be a superstar on the weekend. It was like the big 3, and then I go back and work 9 to 5 again. So I was like, man, I don't really want to. Like, I love the game, bro. I love to compete, but basketball scares the hell out of me for stability. It just does, man. You get so much money, and at any point you get cut or anything, man, it's all gone. It's all gone. You get cut, hurt, all that is gone. So I had a lot of NBA dudes tell me from Kevin Durant, James Harden, Meta World Peace. Like, when I say everybody, man, everybody was telling me go hoop. And then I had a conversation with my wife, like, can we really do this? Because, like, I'm big on budgeting. I'm big on saving. I'm big on having when I'm not supposed to, or if something happened. So I talked to wifey, and she was like, man, give it a try. I don't want you to ever be in that state of mind. I could have done this. I should have done this. And when she put it in that aspect, I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, we set some roots. We good. Worst comes to worst, I'll come back and I'll just, go back to work. And, man, I ain't been back to work in 4 years.
Who's the coldest dude
riding that wave, I feel you, bro.
All right.
Riding the shit out of the way.
Who's the coldest you've been on the court with?
You said what?
Who's the coldest dude you've been on the court with? You talk about some dogs, you know what I'm saying? When you was bringing up, Harden and all them. You know what I mean? Who's the coldest dude you've been on the court with?
Hold on. Let me pause it for people who don't understand what the Drew League is. When he said he'd go be a superstar on the weekend, you go to the King Drew gym, and it really is a superstar. And he's talking about, most of our fans or basketball fans have probably heard something about the Drew League. You talking about James Harden. You talking about, like anyone you could, Kevin Durant. You talking about DeMar DeRozan, spent a lot of time in the Drew League, as well as dudes like Casper Ware and Houdini and Frank Nitty,
Bobby,
and dudes, dudes that are not NBA dudes, but who come in and love to bust an NBA dude in the ass on a Saturday afternoon in front of the craziest crowd you've ever. Like, that's the special thing about basketball is the Drew League. So that's what John's talking about when he says, "Who's the coldest you've been on the court with?" All these dudes.
Man, the Drew is different. Like, you know how the NBA got the tunnel? When you walk into the Drew, it's all eyes on you, man. So, like, it's a whole atmosphere. Like, I feel like people don't understand it because they just see videos. You got to walk in there. You got to hear our MC on the mic. You got to see the crowd, to feel that energy. But the coldest dude on the court that I played against or with?
Either one.
Huh?
Either one.
It got to be out of James Harden and Gilbert Arenas, bro. Gilbert Arenas in 2011, bro, might have been the shiftiest player I've ever played in my life. I don't think it was anybody else that was as shifty as him. James Harden is James Harden, man. Ain't nobody in the world gonna guard that man. I didn't know he was as strong as he was, and I didn't know people give him like crap for defense, but he play a lot better defense than people think, bro. Like, you can't. Being a scorer like him, you can't come down and just lock somebody down every possession. Like, yeah, he'd take plays off, but I had a couple possessions where I tried to get my man. I wasn't going nowhere. He hit me with a forearm, and when I tell you he was strong as man.
Oh yeah, hard in the tank. All that flopping shit go out the window when you see him driving to the cup when you try to get it.
Right. Bro, that's the perfect way to put it, bro. He was so strong. Like, I would slap the ball or slap his hand. It wouldn't move, bro. Like, you know how you hit somebody and they'll kind of, no, you would slap him hard. Bam, he'd be like this. No, it's not going nowhere. So, like, little things like that, like, I know when I see like weird talent, like just out of this world talent, and it's little things like that when you're not bothered at all by a defender, bro, it's like, bro, you special.
What's the craziest thing you've seen? Oh, go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead.
I was gonna say on the reverse end of the spectrum that John just asked. There's a clip out there of you giving Denzel Valentine the blues, right? You gave that man like 44. You asked DeMar, how is this man in the league? So do you ever have those moments? You seem like a real grounded dude who understands all the intricacies and how everything has to shake right for you to get your spot.
Situational. Everything is situational.
Exactly. So do you ever have those moments when you're out there with NBA guys like, bro, I'm better than this dude? You know what I mean? Like, do you ever have those moments?
I don't think like that. I don't think like that.
You said it when you was playing Giselle. You was thinking about it that day. You feel me? Keep it stacked.
No,
keep it 100 with us.
You feel me? That's different. I'm gonna tell you why that's different. Because he says some shit on the court that touched my soul. So he fucked around and found out.
Okay,
that touched my soul, bro. Like, I hooped against a lot of NBA dudes, and I've cooked, a few of them. But, like, nobody say, like, disrespectful stuff. And we apologized. We had a conversation about it. We both handled it poorly. We agreed on that. And, like, I even apologized on IG because I feel like everybody was on my head about it. Yo, like, you shouldn't have did this. You shouldn't have did. I'm like, bro, y'all come into defense for somebody in the league for years and had one of the best college careers ever, bro. Like, y'all coming to his defense, and I work at Verizon. What are y'all talking about? So I apologize. I had to apologize, man. But I don't feel like I'm better than nobody. I just feel like I will play harder than most. I will say that. I will play harder than most. Like, some people take it for granted. I took it for granted at the age of 19, 20. So, like, they're kids in the league, low key. So I'm pretty sure they still take it for granted until, they get humbled. But
what do you think about the G League and what the NBA is doing to sort of sneak into the college ranks? Because I'm sort of split. Like, I think it's bullshit that college kids don't get played, number one. But then on the other side, it worries me because I know these 17, 18, 19-year-old kids, and taking them out of the home to make him be a professional scares the fucking shit out of me with some of these kids. You know what I mean?
Bro, and that's what I'm telling you, man. I was in Canada, and I had a dude my first year in Canada, and I had a dude in his 4th or 5th year of basketball playing in a Canadian league over there. And like, it's a good, really good league, but like, it doesn't pay much. And when I tell you this dude was a man child, he literally would be proud to say, I ain't never had a job. I ain't never had to work. I'm like, bro, you're in your 4th or 5th year making nothing.
You're making
and you
$40,000 a year or whatever.
It was less. Sure. It was less, okay, bro. Right. It was less. Come on, you proud of that, bro? So like the mental aspect of some of these athletes are shot, bro, are shot. And I hope that basketball works out for as long as possible for him. But like that wake up call when it happens is gonna hurt, man. It's gonna hurt for a lot of people.
The MVP for like 3 years running the Drew, and I think the last year you got it in front of Kobe. You were awarded, right?
Yep.
What did that mean to you?
Man,
he's wearing a Lakers hat, by the way. As John asked that question.
Right.
Hell yeah, let's go. Yep.
Come on, I'm from the city. Man, that meant a lot, man. It meant a lot just because growing up, that's who we like idolize. I idolized MJ, but like I didn't get to watch prime MJ like that. So Kobe was my MJ, and he was a split. To me, he was a splitting image of MJ. So it was great to watch, man. And it just meant everything because like we didn't have cable growing up. We didn't have cable. We had the antenna.
Channel 9. You had Channel 9.
Antenna, and you turn it to see whatever was on was free. And we would get some Laker games for free, man. So just to see him walking there, man. And you know, I got pictures, hold my MVP trophy next to him and everything, man. It was dope. It was dope. Surreal.
What's the craziest thing you've seen happen at the Drew? That doesn't have to involve you. Just what's something that if you had to tell someone one story about the Drew, that would be the story.
And be honest though, we don't need no PG shit.
The craziest thing that happened at the Drew.
Yeah.
It might be the Denzel shit. I think it might. To me, I don't think, it might be the Denzel shit, man.
I'll be honest with you because I kind of agree with you that that's like the perfect representation of that league. You know, like yeah. I tell people all the time, the Drew League is what a lot of people think that Rucker Park is. You know what I mean? Like the Drew League is.
Right. I don't go there because people sensitive about that.
I know they are, but I'm just like
people
there's a mythology around shit on the East Coast because it's on the East Coast. That's where all the writers live, and I get that. But the Drew League is like regularly NBA dudes and weekend superstars regularly.
every weekend somebody's bringing somebody, or it just don't matter. It just don't matter. Every weekend you getting somebody top tier, man. Every weekend.
I think Denzel proved that you can go in that motherfucker and think shit sweet and find out quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I you know what I mean? Like, no, you just because you a leaguer don't mean you that dude. There are dudes that are hungry that will cook your ass if you go and have speed out there. You feel me?
Yeah, and I feel like that's the difference between the Drew and the Rucker. It's like at the Rucker, they kind of lay out the rose petals whenever NBA dude comes out. At the Drew, they see blood whenever NBA.
It's shark in the water. Shark in the water. And I feel like that's how everybody know it is too. Like, so me and Draymond Green cool. Like we'll FaceTime sometimes. And when I tell you this nigga be like, I ain't coming up there. I know where my talent lies, bro. Yeah. I know where my talent lies. Defense. And he says some shit ain't for everybody, bro. And I was like, man, who you telling, bro? So you're right, man. Some people know what it is. You don't come there just to, let me have a great weekend, get us some shots. Nah, bro, it ain't that. It ain't that. If you come in there, you gotta compete and you gotta go out there and kill. Go out there and show why you a league dude or not and end up on somebody highlight. I don't know.
And anytime I interview someone who's hooped overseas, I always want to ask about it because the stories from overseas, it's like minor league baseball players. It's just crazy stories, right? What's it like hooping in Qatar, bro? Like I can't even imagine being in Qatar as a tourist for 2 days. What's it like hooping over there?
It's beautiful. I love it, man. The see, my story, this was another reason why I didn't want to go overseas. I heard a lot of not that good people tell me bad stories. If you're not that good, it ain't for you, bro, because they're gonna treat you like crap.
It's ruthless too. They'll cut your shit and send you home on an 18-hour flight.
Listen, man, I went through 9 airports one year, bro. 9. We was playing. So it's 2 or 3 Americans. Back then it was 3 Americans. And when I tell you they cut these dudes and sent them home, some dudes got cut before the game started. We was just practicing. I think like practice was, like our first game was in a month. The coach didn't like how he was practicing. Man, he sent that man home and had somebody in the next 2 days. I said, this crazy, bro. So I love it. The food's great where I'm at in Qatar. It's like a mini Dubai. So the food's great. The people great, man. Everybody speak English. You don't really got to worry about that. Living is perfect, man. I don't have no issues. The league you ain't going against 5 Americans, so the league ain't gonna ever be like tough. But it's still, you get to compete. At the end of the day, like I was working a 9 to 5. I don't care to go compete against 5 NBA players. That's not me no more, man. That's not. What's that gonna do for me besides beat up my body and destroy my longevity? It's gonna do nothing for me, man. So I like where I'm at. I like what I've built as a career, and like they offer me a 3-year deal. Like that's cool to me.
Hey man, you be having some shit too, bro. Like these sneakers, dog. You got everything. But please drop the plug, bro. Drop it in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100. I had a Nike guy. I can't say his name. We had one of the best relationships, man. If he needed anything, if he needed me to podcast, model, pop up to an event, show face, I did it without asking. And most of the time, like I would open my door, man, and I got Ben and Jerry Chunky Dunkies sitting at the door, like them like 1,500.
Right, easy.
I'm walking out the door, bro, and a box. All right, I don't know what this is. I open up, I got the special box and all that. Like he don't work there no more, but he was mad love. And then my other guy now that I got, just man, I'm so grateful for this dude, man. He a Jordan plug. And when I say like he done blessed me like crazy, bro. Like I'll never ask for nothing. My whole career life, I don't ask for handouts, nothing, bro. But people genuinely see like I'm grinding or I'm building or like I don't have the time to do most stuff. And people be like, here, take this. Like just like on some I could only imagine what NBA dudes get, bro. I could only imagine. So like just being somebody regular and like having like a Jordan guy high up say, look, this for you, this for wifey. Like, come on, bro. You can't make that up. It's so hard to buy a pair of hype shoes nowadays. Just you can't walk into a store no more.
You have to be a robot.
I just hit go immediately, bro. Don't even play.
Yes, bro.
I got the energy for the, you know what I'm saying?
You be on the site and it say sold out in 1 second. How? I just pressed one button. Come on, man.
Nigga game all fucked
They'll
up.
take the shit out of your cart, bro. They'll take the bots will take the shit out your cart, bro. It's cold. It's a cold game out here, dog.
And that's when I be telling people, man, I can't do it, man. So like if I just take my money to StockX and buy some, click buy now. That's my buy now. I pay a little extra, but ain't nobody stealing the shit out of my cart, man. So
right.
I deal with that, or I have somebody look out for me when they can.
For sure.
All right, well, Frank, man, thank you so much for joining us. We're fans. I'll tell you that. If you want to catch Frank in the Big 3, the 4th season is going to tip off July 10th in Las Vegas. It'll be going for 10 weeks on CBS Television Network and streaming live on Paramount Plus. The Ship is September 4th, 3:30 p.m. Eastern on CBS. We'll for sure be tapping in, man. We're rooting for you. Thanks for coming on the show.
I appreciate that love, man. Last but not least, I got to give a shout out to my other plug, Soul Stage, man. Without them, it wouldn't be I wouldn't have a lot of sneakers too. My guy Sam over there. So appreciate them too, man.
All right, bro. Thanks for coming on the show. We appreciate you.
All right, no doubt, man. Y'all be easy, man.